Well, good morning, everybody. First, apologies. One, for that noise, because Fox has just dropped something. The most inopportune time he always does. That's what kids are like. And the second is that I haven't uploaded a video probably for about 1 or 2 days now, I guess. I've lost track, to be honest. And the reason that I haven't uploaded a video is because nothing's changed. Everything's pretty much the same. And it'll be monotonous for me to do it, but not as monotonous as you guys to have to sit there and watch it, providing you do watch it. I just felt that it wasn't really worth doing at this particular point. However, I will be uploading, but probably not as many and as often as I have been. I don't know. I take my hat off to these people that do everyday uploads. I mean, I've done it for most of what's happened this lockdown at the moment. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's different, I guess, if you can get out like some people, even if it's only just onto your land, that's fine. Actually, I've been watching one really good video. I find it interesting because of the historical value and content of it. But there is a video where there are two ladies who live in Scotland. I think one's the mum, one's the sister, and they've got their brother involved now, and they are metal detectors, which I always find interesting anyway. And they've got quite a big, I say a big chunk of land. It's probably 3 or 4 acres, I'm guessing. So what they do is, whilst this lockdown's in process, they've been going out. They've got a historical farmhouse, and they've been going out, and they've actually they've even got an historical bottle bank. That's and when I say bottle bank, bottle dump, that's on their property that goes back about 300 years. So they've been digging through that as well, and that's been great. Yes, like those metal detectors, darling, treasure metal detectors. So yeah, I've been watching those. They found some interesting things on their property, and obviously you can tie it in with the properties. That gives you it's like personal history. It's the history of the house and those people that have lived in it. And she has promised to give us a tour of her house, but haven't seen one yet. I'd love to see the inside of it. It's very, very, what's the word? It's character. It's absolutely smothered and soaked in character, this property. And, lots and lots of history. And it's a beautiful part of the world where she is, tucked out in the middle of I think it's probably the Highlands, or getting out that way. So that'll be interesting to see. So those are the type of things I've been looking at, really. And that's, if you've got that type of land and that availability, then you can get out there and you can do those things. But we don't have that. We have a relatively small garden. We've got a 3-bedroom house. We've just got what most people have got, I guess, So, yeah, there's not much scope there for exciting things. And I think that most of the exciting things that we generally do, we've done, and we don't want to repeat them again. Even though we repeat them, I don't want to repeat them in video format because I don't want you guys to get bored with it. So, but one of the things I have been watching quite avidly are these, me, I love animals, love wildlife. It's been my passion and my life since I was a kid, really. I've always been enamoured with wildlife and animals and their behaviours. And the one thing that I've been watching is I've been watching a lot of wildlife reclaiming a lot of the territory that was obviously off limits to them purely and simply because of human habitation. And it's been great. It's been absolutely amazing. It never ceases to make me smile, and it never ceases to amaze me how Mother Nature can just reclaim things within a bat of an eyelid. I mean, for the first couple of weeks when people weren't out and about, animals started to colonise areas that were off limits to them because it's their land initially in the first place, but areas that they wouldn't have otherwise gone into, so urban areas and rural towns and stuff like that, which is fantastic. So I've just been watching videos. I've watched the one about the Welsh goats, how they've gone into the towns there. It's brilliant, and they're eating everybody's gardens up. They're eating all the plants and the flora, and they're not making a nuisance of themselves because they don't. They've been in the churchyards. They've been everywhere. I saw one that was actually balanced on a hedge in someone's garden, and another one was balanced on a sort of a post by the gate. It was brilliant, absolutely hilarious. Love it. There's been other ones. I mean, one that I did see that blew me away and actually brought a tear to my eye because I thought it was quite beautiful was that I was watching one of the Venice canals, and the water there is so pure. And as I said before, me and Hazel have been there, and the time when we went there, it was grim. Beautiful place, absolutely beautiful city, but and historically amazing, phenomenal, and that's just that got me going really, got the juices flowing as it were. But yeah, we went there, and it was the canals themselves were awful. There were oil slicks on them, and they were just filthy. You couldn't see below them, and they smelt as well. They smelt like, when water sort of goes off and it's got all different crap in it. It smelled like that. It was awful. But I saw a video recently, and it was of all things, it was a jellyfish in the canal, and you could see it, and it was so clear, and the clarity of the video footage was phenomenal. You could see it just punting through the canals. It was absolutely breathtaking, stunning. So that made me really happy. So all these sort of animal videos really been cheering me up. I like the ones, I can't think where it is, somewhere in Asia it's got to be, I think. It's like a massive troop of monkeys that are coming into the towns. Now apparently they go into the towns anyway, but since the advent of not many people coming out, they've just colonised it. It's like hundreds of them. And I know what cheeky little sods monkeys are. It's just phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. What other ones were there? The list is endless, and it just proves a point, doesn't it? That it doesn't take Mother Nature long to reclaim back what's hers, which is everything, us included. And the bears as well, watching the bears go through sort of trash cans and rubbish tips and that, it's unbelievable. Now, when I was in Transylvania, we used to visit a city there, or a town rather. It's quite an urban town. There's quite a lot of people, and these people used to live in flats. Now, I don't know if you know Transylvania at all, but some of the towns and cities, they kind of link up really, really right on the edge of forests. And these forests are massive. These are proper ancient forests. They're not managed like our forests. These are left to their own devices, and are absolutely breathtakingly stunning. I spent lots and lots of time up in the mountains when I was out there, because that was part of my job. And the mountains, the rich fauna and flora out there, and just the beauty of it is just breathtaking. You stand on a mountaintop and you could look literally down into a forest that with the cloud cover, just like, well, I can't not wax lyrical about it. But there was a town there where the bears used to come evening when it started to get dusk. They'd come out of the woods and the forests, which was to say were on the edge of the towns and cities, and they would purposely go towards these big, massive, great big industrial bins that the people from the flats and houses would chuck in. And I'm surprised that more people didn't get seriously injured or even killed, because what they used to do, a lot of the youngsters, stupid folly of youth that they were, to impress their girlfriends, they would try and get as close as a bear as possible, which obviously is Russian roulette, isn't it? So I've seen that. I saw bears with like bear cubs, sort of, and even big bears, sort of really close up. But we were in a vehicle with the door open, so we could take photos and monitor what was going on, because that was part of the job that we were doing. And they'd be like, you this big fat butt, like me really, but hairy, yeah, like me, and the legs sticking out the back, just the bear's legs sticking out the back, doing that. And this is what's happening lately, has brought all that back, and it's just amazing. And I love it, absolutely love it. I mean, if I could get out, I would go to these places in Britain to see where the animals start to recolonise again, because to me it tickles me. I think it's superb, and it just proves a point, doesn't it, that this is their territory, not really ours. We're the ones that colonised it. Yeah, so that's great. Anyway, yeah, I've been banging on now about these videos, but the reason I wanted to make a video about these videos is because I wanted to get you guys to go on there and have a look at them, because I think they're amazing. I think it's phenomenal. You know, Mother Nature, nothing like Mother Nature, just beyond the best thing ever. It's great. So yeah, other things I've been doing, not a lot really. Got some more questions in for some people. A lot of people seem to enjoy that video that Hazel and myself did the other day, which is great. Thank you again, everybody who put questions in, and thank you to people that have sent questions after that initial video. So we're compiling a list of other questions now, and hopefully we're going to have another question and answer session at some point very, very soon, just to sort of break the monotony and the tediousness of what's going on. Really lucky with the weather. Weather's been fantastic. Totally enjoyed it. Sorry I've been banging on for so long. That's about it, I think, really. I hope you're all good. I hope you're all safe, staying safe. I hope you're all well. And yeah, I will speak to you in the next one. Sorry about the background noise. I really must get an area sorted out where I can do my videos very quietly and peacefully, without too much background noise. Anyway, and you know, mainly Fox dropping things and Hazel talking. Right, speak to you later, guys. Bye now.